Hello, what's up guys? This is Marsala from Italy and I'm showing you today Shadowverse, which is a collectible card game with some of the mechanics that many of you will be familiar with. So something like Hearthstone and a lot of like the card game that has a casting cost over the cards here and have a value or constitution and an attack and so on. It's been out there for a few months now, and but it's been quite a long time in beta and in developing. In fact, on today there are 2 expansions out there. One of them was released on the last December. So what I'm showing you today is a part of the PvE part of the game, okay, which actually has all the classic aspect of the game that now can be found actually on Hearthstone and on games like that. So such as you have the arena things that you can use. It has quite a few differences with Hearthstone, but it's very similar somehow. And you can see your collections, you can edit your decks, and in the shop you can customize the back of the cards. And buy packs and buy crystals that you can use to buy packs and more stuff. And of course in the collection you can also use vials, and the vials are used to craft cards that has a price depending on the rarity, and you can also disenchant them to obtain more vials to craft some more cards. But let's get into it. So the solo game as the main story, which is divided into classes. The classes are identified by 2 things. One is the character, which is, for example, Arisa for the Forestcraft, and Erika for the Swarcraft, Isabel for the Runecraft, Rowan with the Dragoncraft, Luna with the Shadowcraft, Urias with the Bloodcraft, and Ares with the Heavencraft. Of course, all of these classes, you can find a little descriptions of their playstyle. You can actually use it to play in a different ways, and all of them has a specific mechanic. Just to give you an example, Arisa will swarm your hand with the fairies, low-cost fairy followers. They can be easily cast, and you can swarm the table with a lot of those little minions that you can use to hit the opponent. And so on. This Warcraft, for example, has some kind of a similarity with Forestcraft in the sense that you're gonna swarm the board, but there is a relationship between the minions. In fact, some of them are knights, some are officers, and one gives the bonus to the others. You can see that I have cleared right under some of them because there is a campaign, a specific campaign to each one of them. For example, here I'm in chapter 3. Here in the chapter 7, and here I'm the chapter 11, because with the last patch that we had a few days ago, they actually added 3 more chapters to some of the classes, I think, because I played 8 chapters with Urias, with Rowan, and with Isabel, but it hasn't been added. While here for Luna, I finished the campaign, but then it unlocked 3 more chapters. Okay. But let's go over the game with something that is a little at the beginning, so that you don't see an advanced game. I choose Arisa so that I can go on with the campaign. I'm not going to show you all the history and all the cutscenes because, of course, this video would be too long. So you have a default deck that the game is going to give you, but you can also build your own, even to do those kind of quests. And let's get into the game. There is always...
Today we are exploring.
Yeah, exploring. Today we are exploring.
That girl could be in danger.
While she talks, I can tell you that the game is already out there for mobile, for iOS and Android. So you can easily connect the account with the one that you use on Steam, and you can easily keep playing there. I'm going to skip the cutscene so that we're going to get right into the game. So... you see, there is a cool movement of the board game, of the board of the game, the field in which we're gonna put the card. So, you see, we have here the casting cost of the cards, and you can, of course, have a mulligan and change the cards. What I'm going to get, for example, I'm going to switch this because it has a casting cost of 4, and I'm not going to use it for the beginning of the game, while I'm going to keep that. One thing that you see, and that there is not written the text and the things that the cards do, so you have to click on it, and here it pops an illustration that tells you exactly what it does. So, what is the particularity of this card? It has a fanfare. Fanfare is actually like a war cry. So when you play this card, it gains +1/+1 and ward, which is like taunt in Hearthstone, just to make you understand. If at least 2 other cards were played this turn, so it has to get +1/+1, you have to play as a 3rd card. And the Fairy Whisper that put 2 fairies into your hand. So let's keep it like that. You switch 1 card, okay. I have 20 points at the starting of the game, and now in a bit I'm gonna explain you the evolution function, which is gonna pop few turns into the game. You can also do your emote, like you're pretty familiar with. Okay, let's go on. I cannot do anything in my first turn. Of course, it has a mechanic that is gonna add 1 point of mana, and it actually is called points here, just points. So now I can see that there are enlightened the cards that I'm able to play. So, for example, I'm gonna play the Fairy Whisper that is gonna put in my hands 2 fairies. It's 2/1/1. What you see in the upper part of the illustration is for 2 mana and 1/1 with the evolution 3/3. Now I'm going to show you what's going to happen and when you can evolve cards. I'm going to play this, and of course 2 cards are going to put into my hand. You see? Very easy. Very simply.
Yay! New friends.
Very simple. I'm sorry for my English, sometimes I get a little rusty, but I hope you can just be nice with me. All right, so now I'm gonna play these other cards, which is pretty similar because I want to play the elf card in the next turn. Okay, so I'm not very sure if there is a hand size. Of course, I can hit the other minions, or I can hit my opponent, which is now in the PvE phase that has only 10 points. But of course, in a regular game, you'll have 20 points. And the opponent will have 20 points as well. So, okay, let's see. So, he played 1 minion that has a continuous ingoing effect at the end of every turn. So it says against 1 shadow, because shadow is the mechanic of Luna, which works that some of the cards has shadow ability that you have certain numbers. You have to have a certain number of shadow points to activate the kind of card. So, let's do. Now we'll trade to kill this. Okay, I'm playing like it is supposed to have 20. She's supposed to be 20, so I'm not playing like rushing my game, so that I'm gonna be able to show you like a proper game. So I'm gonna play 1 fairy. I'm gonna play the 2nd fairy, and now that I have played 2 cards in my turn, this should come out with +1/+1, so it's 2/4. It should be the 2/4, and there you go. It is a 2/4 ward. So he has now to attack. Now she can evolve. You'll see the mechanic of the evolution if she uses it.
Hey, look at this.
Okay, I think she's gonna do it. Not yet. Okay, she just traded. I'm gonna show you the evolution right now. So I have my Trent that says +2/+2 if at least 2 other cards were played, but of course I cannot do that now. Let's see. Silver Injustice, deal 2 damage to an enemy follower. Okay, okay, the Okami is also very good. Whenever another allied... Yeah, this is kind of nice, actually. Okay, we'll play the Okami, which is a 3/4. Okay, you see that I have 2 points of evolution. Is this yellow yellow points right here. And she has 3, because she was the second in playing. Who goes first? Has 2 evolution symbols. Who goes for second and has 3 symbols of evolution. So what it means to evolve a card? It means that just let me activate the whenever another allied follower comes into play gets +1/+0. So let's see. I play the fairy, and 5 cards is the limit of the cards you can have there. You see, the wolf got +1/+0. So now I can evolve the You see? The Okami. And when I evolve, I can attack other creatures. And only other creatures when you evolve a minion the same turn it got into the game. In other turns, you can simply evolve and just attack whoever you want. Okay. You see? This is perfect. I'm gonna trade this. And I'm gonna go straight for the face. And there you go. The Angelic War Maiden is a 3/6. Okay, she evolved it. She's pretty strong when she evolves. She evolves her. You see? Okay. So she evolved her into a 4/8. And she killed my Okami. Now I can I had the Sylvan Justice that deals 2 damage to an enemy follower, and of course she's a 4/2. So I can just put it there and choose my target. And see? And there you go. And get a fairy into my hand. I also can play the Well of Destiny. I can show you the Amulet, which is pretty similar to the enchantment in Magic the Gathering. You see? It's a neutral. Is actually a card that you put in there. And it's an ongoing effect, so it tells you that at the beginning of the turn, it gives +1/+1 to a random allied follower. And it counts for the number of the 5 cards you can have here. So, you see? Now I cannot play another fairy, because it tells you there are already 5 cards in your area. Alright, so let's go. I'm gonna get into the winning game. It's kind of easy because it's the 3rd chapter. The PvE gets a kind of a... See, she's using another of her evolution. Okay. She had the last words, and the last word is like so when she dies, it does something. Okay. So now we have lethal, I think. Yes, we have lethal. But we can also evolve this. See? And actually attack for the killing. Alright. And playing into the solo game, into the campaign, it's gonna give you pretty many items to buy packs, like rupees that you can use it to buy packs. And playing as a new player, it's gonna give you actually about 10 packs for each of the expansions. You're gonna have 30 packs to open, which is something that I've already done. I'm not gonna show you the cutscene. I don't want to spoil this kind of aspect of the game for you. I'm gonna see that again maybe later. Okay. Alright, let's go on. This is the chapter 4. In a bit I'm gonna show you the arena too. I'm gonna play this and then I'm gonna show you the arena. Alright. Alright, so the Angelic Sword Maiden is a kind of a... It costs kind of too much. So, this actually, I go first, so I want to try to have some more playable cards in the first turn. There you go, that's perfect. I have a Water Fairy, which actually, she is a 1/1, and when she dies, I was second? Maybe I was second, I was wrong. Oops. Okay, anyway, that's good for the first turn. So it puts a fairy into your hand when it goes, when she dies. So, okay. He's a Dragoncraft, so he activates his ability. You see this chain here? It says that it's not active. It will be activated when a lot of mana will be charged, like I think on 7, because it says 5 turn more. Of course, he has cards that can add points. A lot like the Druid in Hearthstone that can add mana, so you can do that. You can do pretty the same thing. Okay, the Sylvan Justice is quite good, I think now, because I'm gonna kill this and put a fairy into my hand. All right, let's go for the face. Let's go straight for the face, guys. All right. Okay, see, the ability is called Overflow. In fact, it says this card is not activated because it says gain ward if Overflow is active for you. It was not active, so it didn't gain ward, alright? This is not the evolution. This is something that it gains when some kind of conditions are respected, like the Overflow. Okay, so let's see what I have here. I have the Mercenary, which is kind of pretty good right now. that I can't do that now. Yeah, I don't have 2 fairies. Yeah, this is kind of... Alright, and I can just go straight for the face. Hopefully they will trade this for this, but I don't think so. Okay, Dragon Oracle. It says get an empty play orb and draw a card if the overflow is active. Of course, it was not active, so it didn't draw a card added to the ability. You can see what happened in here. There's the battle log. I can just show you what happened into the game. Here's a quick recap, so you can see 32 cards. 2 in the cemetery, let's say like the cemetery, which was in the graveyard, sorry, in the cemetery, in a, like a discard pile, alright? 7 cards in my hand and 32 cards left in the deck. So, I have the elf guy that I can play if I have 2 cards playable before her, and that's what I'm gonna do. The fairy, another fairy, and the elf card, right now. Oh yeah! And this I think is gonna wanna evolve. I'm gonna evolve her. I'm gonna evolve her and go with... I might go here maybe. Alright. And then here... Okay, now she can evolve. Let's see. Last word, gain an empty play orb and... Okay, she evolved that and she's a 4-4 and she's gonna trade you on the 4-4. Alright. And as a last word... Okay, the last word of the card she just traded added a mana point when it happened. So, what I'm gonna do now, I think I'm gonna evolve another card because I started, I went for the second, so I have 3 evolutions, and that's what I can do. See, I'm gonna evolve her, which is a 4-8, that's pretty good. I'm gonna trade it for a 4-4. Alright, and then attack with my 2 little fairy here, and let's go. It has 2 cards left, now 3. Drawing has a Goliath. It has still 1. Alright, that's bad. Okay, this is a Warcry that gives that does 1 damage, random damage. It's kind of RNG for a bit, not as much as Hearthstone, but okay. Funfire gives a +1/+2 to all allied if at least other 2 cards were played. So no, I'm not gonna use the bonus if I'm gonna use that. So the Sylvan Justice does 2 damage to an enemy follower. That's what I'm gonna do right here. And put a fairy into my head, which is kind of right. And the Fair Whisperer, I'm gonna attack. Just go for the face right now. Then I can pretty... Alright, I can pretty finish with evolving the Goliath and trading it so that I get my board. The board is in my hand now. Alright, now Overflow was active, so it draw a card, I think, yes. Alright, the evolve and probably kills the taunt here. But it is GG because I have 6 damage on board, so it's lethal. And there you go. Alright, now let's choose the arena I'm gonna show you because I got a lot of tickets. Whenever you finish a campaign, you get a ticket. And the ticket see, I want to buy 20 vials here. Okay, next. Alright, let's skip it. Oh, now we're gonna go back. See? And we're gonna go to the arena. And the arena take 2, right here. You can choose it. I got 6 tickets. You can choose to enter the arena with tickets, with rupees, and with crystals. I'm gonna choose the tickets because I got 6 because I finished some of the campaign, so it gave me the tickets to participate. I'm gonna use ticket. See, you can use it here. Use ticket right now, and I can choose now among 3 classes: Forestcraft, Shadowcraft, Heavencraft. Those I think are not the perfect classes for the arena. It's gonna be really hard with those, but I think I'm pretty familiar with the Shadowcraft and there's a lot of removal. Heavencraft is quite good too. But it's a kind of a comeback. It's a healer class that plays a lot of amulets. Let's see. I'm gonna try to play Shadowcraft. Okay. So I'm gonna show you the mechanic of Shadowcraft too. So what is the main difference between Hearthstone, for example, Arena, and Shadowverse Arena? That you can choose among between the 2 pair of cards. So now I have a the Shadow Reaper It says gain ambush. Ambush is like stealth for the rogue. Gain ambush until the end of the your opponent's turn. Okay. And whenever another light is destroyed, gain +1/+1. Alright. Alright. And the White King, Necromancy 4. Gets +1 a word, and Bane. Bane is like a dead touch. So when you kill some cards, or when you touch some cards with Bane, you killed it. So, the Madame Lich, the Necromancy say, Bane to all of your light followers. Whoa. And Mordecai the Duelist, I think this is last word. Summon a Mordecai Duelist. Whoa, this is kind of... I'm gonna try this. This is pretty strong, actually, seems to me. See, it adds you to the cards so you can see the curve of the deck. Okay, the Ethereal form gives an elite follower the ability to ignore ward, which is kind of cool, actually, but it's not that good. Sharon, I know that because I have, but it's very hard to use because Necromancy 6 is kind of high to obtain. Go ETM Mage. Necromancy 4, destroy an enemy enemy. This is kind of good. The Necro Assassin, destroy an allied follower and a random enemy. I'm gonna get those two removals. Yeah, these two removals is right here. Our 2 minion removals. Alright, so what do we have here? Soul Hungry Raid, +1/+1 and ambush with Necromancy 4 and Underworld Watchman Heavy. Okay, it is 4/5 taunt ward. Last word randomly destroy one of the strongest enemy followers in play and then restore X defense. Wow, this is pretty strong. And the Undead King, summon 2 zombie at the last word. No, I think I'm gonna get those guys here. But my casting costs are pretty high, still pretty high. So let's see, Grey Wicker, summon a zombie, alright, and Guilty Courier. Another, okay, what is destroyed gets +1/+0. Dark Courier is summon a ghost if an evolved ally is in play. And whenever another gains 2 shadow. Well, actually, those are not that good, I think, but these are very good for my early game, which I'm not very... I don't have many cards. Alright, let's see. This last word draw a card, which is kind of good. Skeleton, nice. Summon a Skeleton. Those are very good cards. This is good too, because it gives you a shadow when it comes into play. And the Death Chaser, whenever another follower evolves, gains 2 shadow. I'm gonna go for those two, I think. That's kind of yeah, this is a lot of value because it's a 2/3/1 with 2 knights 3/1/3/1 for 3 mana, so which is kind of good. Yeah, I think it might be kind of good. I'm not that good. This is my second arena, so don't be too hard with me. Sparta is kind of good because it gives you continuously, as long as it stays in play, shadows. And the Buccaneer against last word and summon a zombie if you have a necromancy. It's pretty hard, pretty easy to play. This is all other will be destroyed instead when being banished. Alright, coming to play will be destroyed in... All other allied followers that comes to play will be destroyed instead of being banished. I don't know. Kind of weird mechanic. Necromancy deal 2 damage to an enemy follower, which is really good actually. Why? I'm gonna get those two. Okay, let's go for the... Well, the dance... This is pretty strong, I showed you before. The Keen Enhancement gives +2/+0. But Dance of Death is very good because it's an enemy follower. It's a removal in the Imperial Mummut. It's a quite okay big fat guy. So let's... Alright, the Buccaneer, we saw it before. The Commander of Destruction. It's a ward. Plays +2/+1. Alright. The Skeleton Viper. Necromancy 4, +1/+1. Alright, but it's pretty... And the Ghost Rider is kind of good. Now I think I'm gonna get those two. Alright. I have few cards that cost 4, but let's see. This is we saw it before. The Skeleton Figures is nice, and there's one card that costs 1. A Ghostly Wasp, destroy an enemy follower with 1 defense if you have enough shadows. It's an early removal. The Deadly Widow. Now, I'd rather get those. Okay, let's see. This Partoy Sergeant and the Orcus. Those are both good because the Orcus, if he has Necromancy 4, it gives you 4 life back if you have enough Necromancy. That brand destroy an enemy follower with 3 defense or less, and with 4 Necromancy and only for 4 defense or more. Give the summon Ghost Bane. Oh, this is good. This is really cool. Summon 2 Ghosts. It's a 2 for 3 mana. 2/2/2, which is kind of good. I think I'm gonna get these two. Yeah, a lot of cards with 3 casting cost. Oh, Glutton, Bane. Whoa, this is good. Ghostly Grasp. And Launching Corpse. Can only attack enemy leader with followers with ward, destroy and random. Wow, this is very good. Okay, what do we have here? Another turn 1, which is kind of good. And it gives you one shadow. And this is kind of playable. What is it? No. I'll get those. Alright, I don't have that late game actually, but Angel Crusher, friendly can hand. No, this is a kind of a definitive. It gives you +1 for all the discarded cards, but there are a lot of removals in the game, so I'm not gonna risk that kind of card. I'm gonna go for the another Mammoth. Let's see, Skeleton Viper, and the Rabbi Necromancer. Last will deal 2 damage to the enemy leader. I don't know. Sexton from far. No, I'm gonna get those. Oh, give me a fat guy. Pluto! Okay, Pluto is 8 mana. Destroy an enemy follower and its attack and defense to this follower. This is very, very good for the late game. Midnight Hunt from 4 gains 13 shadow. It's an amulet, so you put it down and then after 2 turns it gives you a last word, change your number shadow to 0, of course. Well, of course. Well, so it kills you, it resets your shadow count. But with another good is really good. I don't know, I'm very Mordecai the Duelist. Wow, I think I'm gonna go for those. Alright, so let's play. I'm gonna show you one match and then we're gonna stop with the video. It's matching right now, me against some other guys. But this is not against the computer, this is against another player. So I might easily lose it because I'm not that good. I haven't been playing this game for so long. I don't have that many cards. I don't have that much of experience to be able to predict which kind of cards are going to be played by my opponent, especially in arena. See, a lot of Japanese and Asian people play this game that is very famous actually in Japan and China and Korea. South Korea, of course. Mordecai, I'm going to change it. I'm going to try to change this too. And the Skull Cradle, actually, I'm going to keep her. Alright, let's see. Alright, much better. Much better. Even if I don't have anything to play in my first turn, actually. Neither do him, actually. Alright. Let's say hello. Say hi. Reporting for duty is what you say. But did that conjure from first summon a ghost if evolved? No, let's play the Skull Crate. Widow. Alright. Kind of okay. The next turn I could play this, but I don't have Alright, what does it do? Its class is pretty strong, so whenever another follower evolves, gain +2/+0. Okay, let's see. Okay, destroy an enemy follower with the 4 list defense. I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Pretty good for the start, and alright. Go straight for the face. He got 3 evolutions because he went for second. Randomly discard on the lowest card in your hand, deal 2 damage. Alright, now I draw my card. I got a Skull Beast. That's Skull Beast. Last war gains 1 shadow. And I don't have fanfare yet, so whenever I want to play it as well, because it can block the 2/3 if he doesn't have any kind of removal. Of course, he can evolve if he wants. He might do it. No, deal 1 damage to enemy follower, but that's not enough, dude. Sorry. Whoa, it evolved the dragon. Alright. And it goes for the face with the other. Alright, now I can evolve the Skull Beast. It's a 3/4. I don't know if to use an evolution for these. Kind of dangerous. Let's go with this so that I can get. I'm gonna evolve it and kill the 2-3, of course, because so potentially I can kill. I know I'm gonna get 6 damage, but potentially I can kill also the 6-1 if it's not gonna do anything. Get an empty orb. Alright, of course it goes for the face, and so my plan actually worked. Alright, it has. There is an evolved minion in the game, so I can also actually. Yeah, I'm gonna use this. See, it activates its ability, and actually, see what it does is banish the follower when it leaves the area. See, and I traded actually for this, which is kind of good. All right, I'm gonna play the. No, I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, the board is still mine, so I am at 12, but the board is mine, so. Let's see. Okay, summon a Megalorca. Whoa, what is a Megalorca? Okay, it's populating the area. He might go for the. Yeah, it evolved the Megalorca. Go straight for the 3-2, I think. Alright. Well, last word give me shadow, and now I have 5 shadow. Which 5 shadow? Death brand. Destroy an enemy follower with 3 defense or less. If you have a now shadow, you can choose. Yeah, which is kind of good. I have enough shadow, so I'm gonna kill this guy here. Alright, and trade this guy here. And now go for the. Oh, I don't know. Well, yeah, let's see. Alright. I'm not gonna evolve it because I have a 3-2 taunt, so I can just leave it there. And Mordecai is gonna come the. Alright, he draws a card. So still got 6 mana. Alright, this is the trade that I wanted. Mordecai is gonna go pretty hard. Okay, Storm. Alright. Just 2 Mordecai. Oh, it's just really, really good. I'm gonna play the Mordecai right here. I'm gonna evolve it, I think. And let's go. My last evolution, and I'm gonna kill the guy here because I have another Mordecai. This Mordecai is a pretty strong card, I think. If I understood how it works, it's a pretty good card. And I have a removal right now, so if it doesn't use the evolution, replace your deck with an Apocalypse deck? What the hell is that? I don't know what the hell that means, but it's kind of good because I'm gonna do the Dance of Death on this. And remove it and go straight for the face. Pretty good. Alright. Now I don't know what kind of cards there are in there. I hope it's not going to be able to get me 10 damage in just one. I think his deck changed into something. Holy shit, a 13-14. But if he can block it. Oh, that's bad, but it gives me another one. Which is kind of good, so. Also great. Instant +1/+1 and ambush. Wow, that's kind of good. Well, let's see, because I think the Imperial. I have a. Destroy enemy for 1 defense. Necromancy 8. You know what? Of course, I'm gonna lose the game if it's got a removal, but there's no much of a choice in here because I have my 5/5. Yeah, let's try to do this. Let's try to do this. And actually, it is my only move. So, 13-13 is a pretty badass deck. Hopefully, it doesn't have a removal. If it does, I've lost. Can be attacked. Alright, and Storm, of course. He evolved and I'm dead now, I think. Yeah, 6/5. No, I'm not dead because he gives. I gives to my other guy. Last word. Another removal? Holy shit. Yeah, well, that was too much. That was too much and I lost. That card that made him change all his deck was too strong. Alright guys, I hope you liked the video, and if you liked it, you can subscribe if you want. I'm going to do some more videos in English. This was my first actually of gameplay, but I'm going to do some more in the future. And if you like the video, leave a comment or whatever you want to do that. And thank you for following me. Goodbye from Marsala.